So to write a good conclusion, we need to answer these three questions. How can I restate my thesis and my introduction to make sure that my reader understands the reasons that I'm writing this essay? How can I summarize the main points of my essay? And how can I help the reader answer the question, so what? So I'm going to take you to this. It should look familiar to you. I think that we've looked at it before. Conserving water. I'm going to read it, show you the introduction right here, these body paragraphs right here, and then we're going to write a conclusion down here. So we'll start at the top. Conserving water is a great way to help the earth. Without our water, plants, humans, and animals will not be able to live. We need to save water because we will eventually run out of it. There are many ways to conserve water. Some of these ways include recycling water, using tools that help us save water, and thinking about times when you can use less water. One way you can save water is by getting a rain barrel. Rain barrels collect water so that you can water your plants with recycled water. Recycled water is better for plants because it is more natural. Recycled water also, and that should say has, we'll talk about that, good nutrients. Another way you can save water is by getting an aerating faucet and shower head. These items use less water but make it feel, should take that S off of there, right? Feel the same because of more pressure. One more way you can save water is when you go in the sprinklers in the summer, make sure it is in a spot where it is watering the lawn. One way, and that should say way, my family saves water is by turning off the water when you brush your teeth. We also fix our leaky faucets as soon as we notice they're leaking. So we need a conclusion here because there's not one. So let's go down here and see if we can answer these questions. Question number one, how can I restate my thesis and my introduction to make sure my reader understands the reason that I'm writing the essay? Well, here's kind of the thesis that was in the introduction right here. It's highlighted. Some of the ways include recycling water, using tools that help us save water, and thinking about times when you can use less water. That was what these body paragraphs at the top covered. So I restated this. I said it a different way. I said it right here. We can all make simple changes that will help us save water. In other words, I'm saying the same thing, just a different way. So that's the answer to question number one. Question number two is down here. How can I summarize the main points of my essay? Well, the main points were really in the body paragraph, so we're going to see what those body paragraphs said. Basically, it talked about what is important, that we can all conserve, or that water is important, we can all conserve water, and conserving water is easy. I wrote a summary like this down here, just to kind of sum all that up into one sentence. Water is the most important natural resource of all. If there's not water, there's no life. It is not difficult for any of us to do our part to save water. Two sentences, sorry. Then we go to question number three. So what? So what we need to save water? So what you wrote this stuff? What does it mean to me? That's what you're trying to make the reader understand. I chose to write it this way. You could write it differently, but this is just what I came up with. We must make sure that there is clean, fresh water so that life can continue to thrive on our planet Earth. So let's see what we come up with. This is the entire paper now. You're free to read it. Let's see what the whole conclusion sounds like after we answer those three questions and put it together. It's down here highlighted. We can all make simple changes that will help save water because, sorry, let me do that again. I'm going to show you how to edit this. Let's fix that. All make simple changes that will help save water because it is the most important natural resource of all. If there is no fresh water, there is no life. It is not difficult for any of us to do our part to save water. We must make sure that there is clean, fresh water so that life can continue to thrive on our planet Earth. And I may put even right here water in the future. I might do that. So you got to even see me edit some of this. That's what you are supposed to do as well. That's why we write things several times. Anyway, I hope this helps you to answer these questions and to write a good conclusion. I'm going to give you another sample now of a paper with an intro and body paragraphs. I want you to answer these questions and write an excellent conclusion.